Hey there, music lovers. Welcome back to our channel, Keyscape Chronicles. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history of one of the most iconic musical instruments of all time, the piano. Over the course of history, the piano is one of the most popular and cherished musical instruments. As many of you already know, it's a large keyboard instrument that produces sound when keys are pressed, causing hammers to strike strings, which then vibrate at specific pitches. The piano's history is extensive and captivating, spanning centuries and involving numerous artists, inventors, and countries. In this video, we'll explore the evolution of this beautiful instrument, from its original beginnings to the present day. Before we delve into this fascinating subject, take a moment to subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. The piano stands as the most modern and advanced instrument in a lineage of keyboard instruments that have existed for quite some time. The earliest iterations were pipe organs, tracing back to ancient Greece. However, while pipe organs used keyboards, they didn't utilize strings to produce sound. Nonetheless, inventors drew from their understanding of pipe organs to develop the first keyboard instruments incorporating strings. These initial attempts date back to the Middle Ages, though genuine success wasn't achieved until the 17th century. With the popularity of the clavichord and harpsichord, these instruments serve as the closest precursors to the modern piano, though they're still played in certain contexts today. The harpsichord produces sound by plucking strings when keys are pressed, while the clavichord, akin to a piano, generates sound through strings struck by a small blade. Despite their popularity during the Baroque era, they had notable limitations, including a lack of dynamic range and the inability to sustain notes, making it challenging to play loudly or expressively. It wasn't until the early 18th century that a revolutionary instrument emerged, the piano. Bartolomeo Cristofori, an Italian instrument maker employed by the Medici family in Tuscany, is credited with creating the first pianos in the early 1700s. Unlike earlier keyboard instruments, Cristofori's pianos used hammers to strike the strings, producing a fuller, louder, and more expressive sound. Although these early pianos differed in size from their modern counterparts, containing only 49 keys and able to play only 4 octaves, they marked a significant advancement in musical technology. Initially named the clavo simbolo kernel piano e forte, which translates to harpsichord with soft and loud, the instrument's name was later shortened to pianoforte and eventually just piano. Cristofori's pianos quickly gained popularity across Europe, and by the mid-18th century, the piano had become the dominant keyboard instrument on the continent, continuing to evolve and improve. Johann Andreas Stein, a German instrument maker, played a crucial role in advancing piano technology. He designed high-quality wooden instruments with leather-covered hammers, passing his knowledge down to his daughter, who made significant contributions to the Viennese piano tradition. These pianos were favored by classical music luminaries such as Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, contributing to the rich classical literature for keyboard instruments. Despite these advancements, early pianos still lacked the dynamic and sustaining capabilities of modern instruments. As music and technology progressed, there was a growing interest in building more powerful pianos. In the 19th century, French instrument maker Sébastien Héard introduced a piano featuring innovations like a double escapement action for rapid note repetition, a smoother touch, and a broader dynamic range. Pedals also became integral components of the piano, with the invention of the sustained pedal in 1844 by Boisselot Fils. Initially intended purely for practical purposes, pedals later became expressive tools. These improvements facilitated the composition of music by renowned figures such as Ludwig van Beethoven, Frédéric Chopin, Franz Liszt, and Robert Schumann, who pushed the boundaries of piano technique and expression. In addition to the contributions of individual composers, piano design and technology continued to evolve throughout the 19th and 20th centuries. Notable innovations included the introduction of the cast iron frame, which replaced wooden frames, allowing for greater string tension and a richer sound. The overstrung scale, pioneered by American instrument maker Henry Steinway in the mid-19th century, further enhanced sound quality by arranging strings in a diagonal pattern for longer strings and deeper resonance. Today, the typical modern piano boasts 88 keys spanning 7 octaves. In the 20th century, musicians explored new frontiers in instrument design and composition, leading to the development of electronic pianos and synthesizers. Electronic pianos, developed in the 1950s, utilized electronic signals instead of hammers and strings to produce sound, while synthesizers, emerging a decade later, offered unlimited possibilities for creating unique sounds and textures. These instruments expanded the horizons of musical expression, making the piano more accessible and versatile than ever before. Despite these advancements, the traditional piano remains an indispensable instrument across various musical genres. From classical to popular music, its expressive sound and versatility continue to captivate musicians and audiences worldwide, shaping the course of music history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.